what would you look for in a grocery store, and especially like shelf-stable protein options that aren't just the tuna packets?
Right. So I would avoid the processed food aisles because those are going to be really high in sugar, low in protein. So they're going to give you calories, but they're not going to help you recover.
I guess I'm not aware that there are meat, freeze-dried meat options. I mean, I've read about people cutting up Slim Jims and putting them in food, right? But, and I just looked at your grocery store list quickly for beefs or porks or something. Are you saying there are freeze-dried, those kind of proteins?
They tend to come in the big cans. So that's the only trick is that Mountain House sells freeze-dried beef and kind of chunks. And they also sell it in like a ground beef kind of product. Emergency Essentials is another brand I really like. They have really good prices. And they have the beef, they have a taco flavor, I think even like a ham flavored, and then they might even have a chicken. So I would just Google freeze-dried beef, chicken, those kind of things. And where I was saying is they come in the big can is that it doesn't last very long if you don't store it in the freezer or vacuum seal it after you open it up. So that's just the only thing. It's like a $65 can, but you need to be really good about storing it afterwards to make it last longer.
I just spent a lot on freeze-dried meat, but what I did to justify it is divide the price by servings, and it was like over $3 a serving. And I was like, okay, well, that's cheaper than buying a backpacking meal.
Right.
And then the other ingredients are cheaper. So. Yep.
Yeah, ultimately DIY should be cheaper than buying a commercial meal. For protein sources, texture vegetable protein, that's super duper light. It's really compact, it gets protein in there. So that's kind of a good one, an option to do for a protein source. There's always the sausages and those kind of things. Yeah.
Where do you get that in, the textured vegetable protein?
It seems like it's almost like where the chia seeds are and like the almond flour and the little more kind of like alternative foods, I want to say.